Welcome back to my channel. This video was inspired by last night. I was scrolling through Facebook and I had one of those like recommended like story type things and I clicked on it because it was called 14 Things You'll Never Find in a Minimalist Home. So we're gonna go through and see if I am doing any of these and how many I have done. And I know this is like a rules for being a minimalist, but I've always grown up where rules were meant to be broken. My dad was the best role model, but that was his saying, like rules were meant to be broken. So just because that's one person's list doesn't mean it has to qualify for everybody. Now I am living in a situation where a lot of the stuff in my home isn't mine because we are living in a fully furnished place, but I am going to try to remember the stuff that we have in San Diego in our home back there to see if I qualify for any of these. We'll see if I truly am a minimalist or if I'm not, I guess. I don't know. But again, rules are meant to be broken because I do consider myself a minimalist now, but we'll see how strong of one I am. We're just going to go into this. So, number 1, fussy rugs. Moroccan or Persian style rugs that have dated floral check or striped patterns. I know in San Diego we do not have any of those. I had like one rug that was just like red. It was like red with like little spatters of like tan in it, but it wasn't like a pattern. It was just like so you can hide dirt. But I know I don't have any rugs in San Diego. Here though, we did buy like one awful looking rug and it is floral pattern, but that was because the downstairs is so echoey and they didn't have any rugs laid down, so we just bought like a super cheap like $20 one online. It's definitely not my style. I absolutely hate it, but the price was right and I knew we weren't going to take it back with us, so I'm going to say I qualify for that one because the stuff that we own in San Diego, like, we don't have any fussy rugs. Number 2 is flowering plants. They would rather have shrubs, planters outside, or replaced with a more minimalist plant like a rubber plant or fiddle leaf figs. I will tell you right now, you're never going to find a plant in my home at all because I have a black thumb. My mother can bring any dead plant back to life. She has the greenest thumb of all and they have a huge garden. When it comes to me, I probably gave her all the dead plants for her to revive. So I am not a very good plant person. So I guess I qualify for that one because you'll never see a flowering plant or any other plant in my home. Next is clashing cushions. So cushions have to be in your color scheme and with no patterns. In San Diego, I know we have 3 cushions in our living room. We don't have anything on the bed besides like one decorative like purple pillow, but it's really not, it's just like plain. I know they are in patterns. Now, I feel like I don't qualify for minimalism sometimes because I love bright colors. Like a black and white and like tan aesthetic for me is boring. Like I think it looks very sterile. Yes, there are some ways for you to spice it up. For me, that is way too boring. So I do like to have like little pops of color. And I feel like it's a lot easier for like a throw pillow to be like bright orange, which I know I have a bright orange throw pillow in San Diego because I can easily replace it with another color if I get bored with it. But I love color. So this one, what was it? Clashing cushions. I mean, they are cohesive, but they're brighter colors. Let me see. Your cushions don't have to match exactly. Okay, I got that. But having an overarching color scheme, no, it's just like blue and orange because I like complementary colors. So that, I'm going to say, is a yes. Right? Okay. Next, we have number 4, exposed knickknacks. While some artificially placed bits and bobs like vases, books, or trinkets can help with your space, keep most of your accessories out of sight. Things like remotes, shopping bags, exercise equipment, that type of stuff. Our home is pretty tidy. Even in San Diego, it is pretty tidy. We do have a couple like knickknacks, but they're very placed in a very specific spot, and there's not a ton of them. So like my bookshelf will have like one like random fox on it, but it's just to like add a little bit more of a hominess to my home. Here we don't really have any knickknacks. We did bring 2, which were two pieces I normally have in a shadow box on the wall, and I kind of wish I just didn't bring them because they look out of place here. In San Diego, they did make sense because they was just part of like a wall display. But other than that, we really don't have many knickknacks at all, even in San Diego. I know we have like a couple things from like traveling, but it's nothing excessive. Let me see, what else? I know we have a lot of pictures. I'd rather like display like photos than actual knickknacks. So I will say we have very skillfully placed ones, or artificially placed bits and bobs can help make our home feel more lived in. So I would say we're that. So I'm going to say yes to number 4 as well. Number 5, complex patterns. Patterns in small doses or blown out to be oversized can work in a minimalist space. However, overly busy, tight, or complex patterns should be avoided because it can complicate things. So they don't want like floral pattern chairs, sofas, wallpaper, or other features which can draw the eye unnecessarily. As for patterns in our home, I'm pretty much a solids person, besides like maybe a couple throw pillows that have like a little bit of like a pattern, but like our bedding is just like plain. I know in San Diego our bedding is like a mint green, but it's just like a solid color. I know, yeah, we don't really have any crazy patterns. So I'm going to say we don't have any complex patterns. Number 6 is all over carpet. They say some people can't control it depending on where they live, but dated carpet wall to wall can be boring. It says, okay. They say go with tiled flooring or clean wood. Obviously, we really can't control that. In San Diego, I know the apartment that we are going to be renting when we get back, it is just carpet in the bedrooms, and then the rest is like a slate type wood, so we're good on that one. Number 7, it goes without saying, but general overall clutter should be minimized. And I love their list on this because it just seems like this person just needs to clean. Because it said stacks of magazines, chewing gum packs, wrappers in the middle of the area. I'm like, okay. I clean up after myself. Old coffee mugs and then disposable items should be minimized, like coffee cups, takeaway containers, water bottles, and other plastic things. So those are pretty much just throw away your trash, but clutter in general, I've definitely minimized. I've definitely decluttered over the course of a few years, and so I feel like clutter in general, I mean, I can still probably get rid of most, but I don't have any of the clutter they mentioned, so we're good there. Number 8, too many colors. Oh no. When decorating, the easiest way is to build a neutral base. And then you can incorporate some complementary colors like deep blues, forest greens, or blush pinks. Now they say I can have complementary colors in like little bits. So in San Diego, I do know that I have just a couple orange pieces and a couple like navy blue pieces in our living room. As far as the other rooms, our guest room has like light pink, which is one of the colors, and then the rest is just like light pastels, but it's not like crazy like a pastel room. There's just like little bits and bobs. And then in our bedroom it's just like mint green. So I feel like those colors are pretty, I mean, it's not like each room has a ton of colors. I feel like this still works because it's not an overall amount of colors in each room. They all pretty much have their own scheme. I'm gonna say yes. I mean, I don't have too many colors. I don't know. I don't know about that one. What do you think? Do I qualify for that? Okay, moving on to number 9, which is defunct decor. Items that no longer serve a purpose or don't fit your style anymore, such as your spouse's sports memorabilia, which I'm not just gonna go and throw away all of Dave's stuff. He doesn't have really sports memorabilia, but I'm sure like magic cards, I'm not just gonna like throw them away. And that'd be really mean. And then it says that hat stand you don't use, which I haven't seen a hat stand since like the 80s. Maybe you have a hat stand, I don't know. But for me, I put my stuff in a closet. Let's see. Or a vase with fake flowers, which I don't have. But anyways, defunct decor, things that don't fit our style anymore. We're trying to remember things that we have in San Diego, and I know we got rid of quite a bit, but I'm going to say we're fine with that, because if I go back and there's stuff that I'm not going to use, I'll probably declutter anyways. But as far as stuff here, we really don't have anything. My hand's like all over the place. Number 10 is household products should be kept out of sight, such as cleaning sprays, dish rags, laundry detergent. So we do that anyways. We put our cleaning products away. Number 11 is exposed wires, cables, or phone lines. When styling your home, employ some clever tricks to make sure your TV cords and your phone wires aren't cluttering your space. Okay, that one I don't do. Well, here we really can't control it, but in San Diego, well, we do know that we want to get rid of our TV stand because it does show the wires. But no, we definitely, you can see like our phone chargers out and about. So I'm going to say that's one that I don't do. I definitely could probably incorporate it and it would look a little bit better. But okay, sorry, there's one that I didn't do so far. Number 12, unnecessary kitchen accessories, such as barbecue tongs, egg timers, avocado slicers, measuring cups, and apple cores are all very useful items, but for the sake of minimalism, should be kept to a drawer or cupboard and not on benches. Our kitchen is pretty minimal. Even in San Diego, it's pretty minimal. We only had a few plates. As far as like gadgets, we got rid of most of the gadgets because we realized we didn't use them. So I'm going to say we are fine with that. 13, busy or chintzy furniture. So a minimalist home should be sleek, functional, and streamlined, and not fussy. Overstuffed couches, dated carved tables, and oversized chairs tend to overcomplicate things. So that you can't have stuffy couches. We love comfy couches, which I feel like is like your own style. Like you don't need to have an IKEA type place. You know, you can have some nice furniture. So I'm going to say that's fine because I would rather like real good furniture than going to IKEA and getting like a cheap couch. That's me. And I know some of their couches are nice. Don't want to offend anybody. But, I mean, I like better furniture. So I'm going to say we're fine with that. Number 14, distracting bright colors. Oh. There's no reason to shy away from a pop of color in your minimalist home if that's what you want. Okay. However, if the presence of the color is too jarring or distracting, it's a good idea to relax it or to soften the shade. Such as don't do neons. Okay, well I think I still qualify because I have bright colors, but it's not crazy. Like the orange that I have is a very like burnt orange. I'm going to say yes. So I feel like I did pretty well with my minimalist home quiz. It's not a quiz, it's just me going through it, but I think the one that I did not do was the wire, so I feel like 13 out of 14, which was some bending of the rules. I think I did pretty well. How would you have done if you were going through this and like judging it compared to your home? Again, rules are meant to be broken. This is just one person's list of things that they think are rules for a minimalist home, but for me I think I'm doing pretty well. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you, if you are on your minimalist journey, take this with a grain of salt because it can easily be altered to your own tastes. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!